This summer, a family takes a vacation to a place they've never been, a place beyond your wildest imaginations, where everyone is welcome and your dreams can come true. This summer, 2022, the Goss family goes to Disneyland. Hello everyone! This is my first blog edition for you guys for everything you need to know about Disneyland. All right, first things first, you're staying at the Disneyland Hotel, which is going to give you everything you need, so please take advantage of it. Any questions that you have about Stellan, any questions you have on the information that I'm giving you, always check with Disneyland Hotel. They have great customer service. They're cast members, they're not employees, and they're there to help you out. So let's get started. Boom. Okay, first things first, first time badges. Gabby, Michael, and Stellan, it's their first time there. So you're gonna wanna ask customer service for a first time badge. It's a cute little badge the kids put on their shirts or clothes, has their name on it, and it allows the cast members at Disney to call them out by name when they see them in line and say, Gabby, are you having a good time your first time here? Michael, are you enjoying your first time here? It's a very special thing. The kids forget they're wearing the badges and it makes it very personal between the cast members and the kids. So definitely do that. Second thing you want to do when you get to the park are magic bands. Magic bands are RFID bracelets that you can get, start at $20 and go up from there if you want fancier ones. But basically, the RFID signal that's in your credit card, that's in your hotel room, that's in your park key, that's in your key to get into the parking lot, to get to the hotel pool, everything is put into one cute little bracelet that you can buy. And they're very simple. You can have the guest services set them up for you. Everyone will get one, including Mom and Bill, and it just makes it simple. When you want to go on a ride, boom, just show them your wristband, actually kind of boop, boop, magic wristbands. You want to get into your hotel room, boom. You want to get into the pool area, boom. You want to get on the monorail, boom. You want to get in the park, boom. You want to get in your lightning lanes, boom. You get the point. Use those, they're awesome and you can save them. So Jan and I have them from like 5 years ago. We're gonna use them again. You just basically associate your key, your hotel room, and your credit card with that, and you're good to go. You guys are really gonna enjoy those, and they just started using them at Disney, so that's new. Second thing I like to say is just take advantage and act on behalf of Bill and Marcia. There's everything at Disney is web-based, app-based, smartphone-based. It's just easier if you set up their room, you set up their magic bands, and you just give them to them. When it comes to organizing the day and booking them on tickets and using lightning lanes, we're just going to do everything for them and just tell them where to go. It's going to be a lot easier that way. All right, let's talk about Genie Plus and lightning lanes. Do we want to use them? Is it worth the extra money? Yes, absolutely. So we want to pay the $20 per person all in. Everyone's doing it. $20 per head for the lightning lane. We want to use that. A good example is if a line is 45 minutes, but the lightning lane is 15 minutes, then we only have to wait 15 minutes. We save a half an hour. And if we do that 4 times throughout the day, that's 2 hours within our day. Now, hypothetically, let's say the line is 45 minutes. The lightning lane is 15-minute wait, if that. But it's a 30-minute window from now, which means instead of standing in line for 45 minutes, we could sit off to the side, feed Stellan, take care of Stellan, do anything we need to do, go to the bathroom, what have you, and then get in line when it's our time. Just going to minimize things and take advantage of it. The other thing is the paying for the rides. So the premium rides, Ride of the Resistance, Web Slingers, and California Adventure. California Adventure has her Web Slingers, and Spider-Man Rise of the Resistance is at Disneyland. Yes, absolutely, we just need to do this. Whether it's $15, $20, or even up to $25 a person, we just want to do it. Pay for the ride, get on and get off within 5 minutes of our reservation time. It's perfect. Currently, wait times right now for Ride of the Resistance are anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. You can pay $25 at the most, $25, maybe even $15, $20 per head and get a reservation for 2 o'clock and get in and on in 5 minutes. Absolutely think we should do that. Between the lightning lanes potentially saving up to 2 hours of waiting around and saving 2 hours on just being able to premium buy our tickets to Rise of the Resistance, that's 4 hours saved in a day. I definitely think we should do that. Boom. How do we do this? Okay, so in the Disney app, you're able to see, John, I think you probably set one up. I can show you on my app. I have an account. I can associate my ticket to that account. And then online, I'd actually book my lightning lanes or book my pay for rides. Now, what else I could also do, or what you could do, John, is to go ahead and say, add people to my group. You click add people to your group. You actually scan their ticket. And now you have a group of people that you could act on behalf of. So I think you should set that up with everyone's ticket. Maybe I'll set it up with everyone's ticket. And then when we're in line for one ride, we say, hey, there's a lightning lane available in 45 minutes. Shall we grab it? And boop, boop, with one phone, one app, and everyone's taken care of. So yes to the Lightning Lanes, yes to the Genie Plus, and yes to installing it on your phone and having the Disney people set it up so we're all in one group, and have the Disney people set it up so your Magic Bands work. Okay, now as a heads up, we did tell Marsha about the Magic Bands. Got her on board and made her realize that for $20 each, it's a very, very user-friendly thing, and there's nothing at risk. We also mentioned that she could potentially look at getting Michael and Gabby some, or helping them with birthday presents so they get magic wristbands before we go to the park, and get involved with that process. So just a heads up, we did mention that to her. Okay, so we talked about Disneyland Hotel, we talked about magic wristbands. What else? Okay, Sunday night when we all show up there, I thought we could do a dinner at Downtown Disney. There's a couple different places, but there's this very simple Tortilla Joe's where we can sit outside. It's Mexican food, everyone likes that. Your mom talked about taking the kids to the Disneyland Hotel pool, which it does have a cool pool and it does have a cool slide. So I do think that's a good idea. So maybe as you guys get checked in, John, you get all their wristbands and magic bands and all that stuff taken care of. Everyone else goes out to the pool. Maybe we could have a group dinner, either somewhere in downtown Disney or even just at the Disneyland Hotel. That could be kind of fun. First time, magic bands, dinner. All right. Let's talk about the park. Are you guys ready to talk about the park? All right, talking about the park. The parks are open 8 a.m. to midnight for Disneyland, and Disneyland California Adventure is going to be open 9 a.m. to 11. It's a smaller park, so it doesn't need to be open as much. And actually, it's easier to negotiate and move around. Two important things. One, you guys think at Disneyland Hotel have access to the park, what's called magic hours. So Disneyland is Monday, I believe, at 7 a.m., opens an hour early. And Tuesday, it's California Adventure, opens an hour early at, I believe, 8 a.m. I don't know if you guys are interested in this. It's hard to get the family out into the gate of Disneyland by 7 a.m. However, if you want to find those rides that are hard to ride, let's say like Space Mountain or something that usually has a 90-minute wait, and you get in there early and you knock out that ride 3 times and you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. That's how we used the early entry. I don't know if you want to use early entry, that's up to you. I do, however, have a suggestion for you. This suggestion does not allow you to use early entry, but I do think this might make our days a little bit earlier. We initially talked about going to Disneyland on Monday and Disney California Adventure on Tuesday. I would like to suggest we switch that. Do Disney California or DCA. I might add that that's commonly referred to as DCA, Disney California Adventure. I would suggest we do DCA on Monday and Disneyland on Tuesday. Why would I do that? Why is that a suggestion? Well, I'll tell you why. DCA, Disney California Adventure, is actually a little bit smaller of a park. It's newer of a park. It has wider walkways, much more ADA compliant, and it's easier to get around. And you can do all of Disney California Adventure in one day very easily. Disneyland is more of a challenge to do in one day. So my suggestion is this. We do Disney California or DCA on Monday. We have a little bit shorter of a day, a smaller park to navigate, an easier park to walk around, and it'll allow us to, as a group, if you will, to understand how we're all going to work together and use the Fast Pass and use the Lightning Lanes and maybe be a little less overwhelmed and a little shorter of a day by doing DCA first. So I do think DCA first is a better idea, but if you want to take advantage of those early entry passes, then no, we want to do Disneyland first. All right. What else? Oh, I know. Rides. Let's talk about rides. All right, there's a couple different rides when we're looking at Stellan. And one of them is called the ECV and wheelchair, basically. Wheelchairs and those electric vehicles that you could rent just go right on the rides. That is the monorail and the train that go around the park. Everything else requires a wheelchair transfer. That means those people that rent those electric little scooters have to move into a Disney-approved wheelchair to get on the ride because the ride accepts a traditional wheelchair. Stellan has a traditional wheelchair, ADA compliant, it's fine. So there are a list of rides that Stellan can do at the park where he stays in his wheelchair. You're gonna see transfer to wheelchair. That's okay, he's already in a wheelchair, those are good for Stellan. These rides are going to include, as I mentioned, the monorail and the train. Let's also include the Jungle Cruise. We can go on that as a family. That's really exciting. Mark Twain ride, that's the big white boat that goes around. That's not too exciting, but it is a nice place to go if it gets crowded. The Tiki Room, You guys are gonna love the Tiki Room. Small World, Buzz Lightyear, Little Mermaid, Monsters Inc., and Toy Story. Those are all accessible where Stellan's chair would actually roll right onto the ride and you or Johnny or some adult would sit with him. However, I do want to call out that Monsters Inc., Buzz Lightyear, and Toy Story are all three-dimensional laser beam shoot 'em up games that are super interactive and super fun, but it are a lot of flashy lights. So we want to keep an eye on that for Stellan. All the other rides at the park, Stellan can't do, I am sorry. Things like Pirates of the Caribbean. So unfortunately, you're unable to pick him up and set him into the chair, but just saying that there's some rides you might think you can carry him on, but you're not going to be allowed to do that. Okay. All right. The rest of the rides in the park, I would just categorize as two different ones. The classic rides, which are going to be behind the castle, Peter Pan, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, those types of basic, the old original rides. And then you have the newer, more action-oriented rides, which are going to be the Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Star Wars. And then you're going to, the Matterhorn. And then you're going to have like Space Mountain, which is more of a roller coaster, and that's very busy. It does have a wait time, but Mike is going to like it. Some other things that that you might know about, Toontown. It's going to be in the back, but it's closed right now with the remodeling, which is fine because the kids are too old for Toontown. And it's a small world. That's obviously open, and they remodeled around there. Some things you're going to want to talk about when in the park. You can bring in as much food as you want. You could bring in food and beverage, obviously, for Stellan, but you're not allowed to bring in beverages for us. So what I would suggest is either bring in a water bottle, or what I like to do is just buy a $4 simple Dasani water bottle when you're in the park and keep refilling it. They have many refill stations. Why do I say that? One less thing to carry in. Oh, here's my favorite water bottle. And then where did I leave it? Where did it go? I left it on the ride. It's just a Dasani water bottle. If you lost it and dropped it, don't worry about it. Other thing I want to mention to you guys is we're not shirts and themes. Like magic, the magic happens at Disneyland when you believe. The magic happens when you embrace it and go into it. So my thought is I would like to embrace it and go into it. So what are we wearing? What are we wearing at the park? I would like to suggest the following, and that is just when we're at Disneyland, that Disneyland day, whatever day you decide to go on Disneyland, let's all wear shirts with Mickey on them. Some type of Mickey, either the ears, the whole Mickey, the half to Mickey, whatever you need to do. So when we take a family photo, we're all not going to be wearing the same shirt, but we're all going to be wearing Mickey shirts, and I think it'd look really cute. And then when we go to Disney California or DCA, I think we should all wear shirts of our favorite Disney character, Muppets character, superhero, supervillain, whatever it is that we connect with, that we like or is our favorite or what have you, and wear that for the day. All right, there's a couple things we could do in line. We're going to use Lightning Lane to reduce the amount of time we spend in lines. But when we're in lines, we can do things to pass the time, like talk about why we're wearing the shirt we're wearing. There's some games on the phone we can play, kind of like Boulder Dash or guessing people to guess the games. And of course, the lines themselves are starting to get more interactive and have things for you to do. So we'll do that. We also want to talk about something that's different that we do naturally, but I never really thought about before, and that is walking single file. When we get to the park and we're going down Main Street, of course, you're going to be holding hands and hugging and loving and looking at all the amazing things. But when we're going in the park and we're from Splash Mountain and we got to get to Pirates of the Caribbean and we got to walk by the Haunted Mansion and it's crowded, we're going to walk single file. It's just what happens. And actually, Disney recommends this. So you've got 6 adults, 2 kids, and a wheelchair. You're not going to go side by side. You're not going to be holding hands. You're going to be just beelining it. Okay, so the first things first. Do not let Auntie Jana go first. If Auntie Jana goes first, you're going to be sprinting across the park. Make Auntie Jana go last. But basically, single file, you just want to keep the person in front of you and keep the person behind you, and we'll all make it to the next ride just fine. Okay, so basically, you guys, if you could let me know, what role would you like us to play? I could be there as Uncle Kevin and just watch. I could be there and taking videos. I could be there to help you organize your day so you guys get to have the day that you want. If you want to plan the day, I'm all down with that, and I'll just follow along. If you want me to plan and help, or you just want to say, Uncle Kevin, what's next? Or you want to say, Uncle Kevin, we want to ride this ride within the next couple hours. Can you make that happen? And that's what we'll do. So it's going to be fun. Let us know what you guys are thinking, and I'll make more videos. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.